What is happening there, J-Game Dude here, and Ubisoft is either the most dumbest or the most desperate company I have ever seen. Not only are they failing in every sense of the word right now, after having a very poor 2023 and thinking, okay, things will probably be a little bit up and up on 2024. Pretty much hedging their bets on two main releases in 2024 being Assassin's Creed Shadows and Star Wars Outlaws. Now, they have gotten into multiple controversies, as well as games moving around, and certainly games not selling particularly well, specifically with the fact that Star Wars Outlaws sold, I think, less than 1 million copies or something to that extent. I'm not 100% on the numbers, but pretty much the main idea is that game did not sell well. In fact, it sold far more poorly than any of their previous titles. And then you've got stuff like Assassin's Creed Shadows being moved out of 2024 in order to release in February 2025. But the thing is that February of 2025 is such a packed month that at this point it's kind of difficult to actually be able to consider that that game is ever going to be successful whatsoever. So with that being said, I'm pretty sure that Ubisoft is going to look at their shareholders and say, oh, you know, February was way too packed, there was way too many big games, and as a result, that's why Assassin's Creed Shadows just did not do as well as was supposed to. Then you've got stuff like the fact that their whole thing is like their shares are at an all-time low for the past 10 years, as if that wasn't already bad enough. And I'm going through these fairly quickly because I want to get to the main thing, which is that Ubisoft has now made an NFT game being too little too late onto the market, and it looks absolutely rubbish. It looks bad. They tried to make an NFT game of all things, so I've got a trailer here. I did mute it just in case if there's any sort of audio. And you've got these little, like, I don't know, figurine type things that you've got, and thrilling gameplay, I guess. And so these things are supposed to be NFTs, and they can go for as little as $7 USD to a whole as $63,000. And I don't understand this because it's an NFT game, and you might be thinking, well, what's there not to understand? The thing is that this isn't Ubisoft's first foray into NFTs at all. In fact, they didn't try to use NFTs before. Specifically, Ubisoft Quartz in, I think it was Ghost Recon Breakpoint? Yeah. So that was also another thing. Oh man. Anyway, this game is called Champions Tactics, which is like an incredibly generic name. The art looks god-awful. The gameplay doesn't look particularly good. It hedges its bets on NFTs. It sneaks it out quietly, almost as if they intend it to fail. And then you've also got the fact that they also had... Oh crap. Except cookies, here we go. Ubisoft Quartz in Breakpoint as another separate thing that they were working on previously. And so pretty much with Ubisoft Quartz, within Quartz they had a thing called digits, and those digits will refer to like cosmetic items that you could equip on your own character. You can sell your digits at any time, you can customize them with items from your favorite streamer. Okay, that's interesting, I didn't even know about that. But who knows, I don't think a lot of people are going to know about Quartz and how it works, especially in Breakpoint. Like, I don't think a lot of people are going to look at, you know, the NFT stuff that Ubisoft is doing and actually understand how any of it works, what the point of it is besides trying to make a ton of money. And it's interesting. Actually, what does the viewership look like on the actual YouTube video? I'm curious. It's 14,000 views, 7,000 subscribers, and okay. 336 likes to 1,900 dislikes. That is oof. Did all the bots on YouTube, active on YouTube, decide to comment on this one video? An NFT game? You guys don't know your audience anymore. So many bots in the comments. So bots in the comments? Blockchain is horrible. Robot has less bots than this comment section. Interesting. The quality is very, very high, I think. Jesus Christ, yeah. Yeah. I don't know what Ubisoft is doing anymore. They don't seem to be doing anything that's actually helping them. They seem to be actively hurting their own, how they are perceived within the market. As far as gaming goes, they've made a singular formula and continue to make that formula over and over again, which is the Ubisoft game. Ideally, the fact that there is a massive open world where you control a character and none of that is visible. None of the map is visible until you go around and actually conquer towers or climb up top of large structures or buildings that could be considered towers because they are thin and very large in size in some way, shape, or form. Take that for what it's worth. And they've never iterated on that point. And their last biggest release, if I were to take a stab, would have had to have been 2019's Assassin's Creed Valhalla or Far Cry 6, which I think was 2021. I could be wrong about that. Hold on. Let me actually check this out. I do want to make sure that I'm right. Far Cry 6 came out in 7 October 2021. Then wait, was Assassin's Creed Valhalla... I'm pretty sure that was Valhalla's... Damn. See, I can't spell. But I'm pretty sure that came out 2019. Oh, 2020. Never mind, I was wrong. Okay, cool. Yeah. So those two were the last biggest games. And everything after that has been a massive flop. Because no one really considers them to be good games. Like if I go Ubisoft releases, and then we're looking at... do they actually have a list of their actual releases? Star Wars out... no. Stay on the current store. Alright, here we go. So we have Star Wars Outlaws, which did not sell well. Beyond Good and Evil, that's just a re-release of a previous title. Skull and Bones, that was a massive failure because it was in development for so long that it's not even funny. Apparently, Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, even though it is a bloody excellent game, and I hate Ubisoft for pulling apart Montpellier to work on other games, we may not actually see another really quality Rayman game for a while. But supposedly, apparently, they're working on another Rayman game, so all I care about right now, as far as Ubisoft is concerned, is that Rayman game. But also, apparently, Prince of Persia Lost Crown did not sell enough copies. X-Defiant is apparently not doing particularly well since they pulled a Hyperscape and started giving players money to play the game. Like $10 of in-game currency and things like that. Yeah, I don't really know what these guys at Ubisoft are up to. But I am just curious, why do any of this? Why do anything anymore if you're Ubisoft? What on earth is going through your mind? And I just cannot, for the love of anything good and holy, be able to even describe what is going on with that company anymore. I could try and break down everything that they've done, everything bad that's gone on with them, but the fact that their stock is at a 10-year low should give a fairly good indicative idea that the market is shifting away from them in droves at the moment. The fact that one of their biggest releases, Star Wars Outlaws, did not sell particularly well. When I say not sell particularly well, we're looking at less than 1 million copies. Let's say that as a rough idea. A Star Wars game would usually sell millions of copies. But because it's Ubisoft, people are now no longer batting an eye because they're like, oh, it's Ubisoft. But yeah, their reputation is down in the dumps, and I don't believe it's going to recover anytime soon, if at all. There were talks for Tencent to actually purchase them. I don't know if that's going to be going through anytime soon, but if that's going to happen, so be it. And there's also the fact that Ubisoft has their own investors fighting against them as well, trying to change the leadership because they don't trust that leadership is going to be able to... The leadership of Ubisoft is going to be able to, turn the ship around, so to speak. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel. I'm aiming for 400 subs in the not too distant future. And with all that being said, I do upload every day, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.